Now, I'm not sure why this happens to me everywhere I go. I just got in public for the first time. I'm at the DMV and I'm sitting next to a young lady and I'm hoping I can catch her or if she is okay. Like if she needs some divine intervention. That's what I'm saying. Mira, mira. Okay, she kept going, but I can hear her. LPX061. Like it hurts because I was sitting next to her and I'm like, man, did she mean for me to hear her? It's too much. So I'm in Jacksonville in the neighborhood. You know, mostly you got the hood areas where it's mostly, black and Hispanics here. I only see white people working. She was on the phone and she was like, guess who I just saw? Like she saw somebody and had a funny face. She said, guess who I just saw? And she was like, did you tell your mom? You scared? And she was like, dude, folks are staring at me. But she was like, did you see your mom? Did you tell your mom? Is you scared? And then she said, can you go to this person's house? Can you go to that person's house? And it really seemed like some young ladies is in trouble. Every time I go in public, like I could see freaking... It's not so easy to tell with men because the last time I was here, it just was more like a panhandling thing. But when it comes to like young females, they end up exposing some type of abuse. And I'm like, why me? Why did I have to be sitting next to you and hear all of that, you know? And then when I change moods and energy, people can tell. And so that's why I don't, I prepare myself to go out. And when I'm having a good time, I go. Or when I go to the library, just anywhere, I have to really protect myself and just get myself emotionally ready because I never know what's going to happen. I did not ask for this. I can't stop it. And I don't know what to do with it. It's like full circle. Same things in Jacksonville a year ago, same things now. But one thing people don't do is they don't fuck with the root. I do be a little afraid of sometimes when it look like white folks staring at me, especially men, and they look dressed too good, or they look like they might be in the military or, just some political systematic shit. Y'all know where I used to work. But with women, it's so hard because, it's so easy for them spirits to come out. And I think it's because of those rehabs. Even though I was getting my treatment, there were really prominent women in there. You can't give out, you can't say names. And matter of fact, I don't even remember names. I just have to research them and I might find out. I don't know, but I don't care about that. But you can be a space cadet, a rat animal scientist, like that astronaut who wore the diaper to go beat up her boyfriend. It doesn't matter what class you are as a woman. Anything can happen, and that's why I don't know how women are sticking together and doing things. I heard Beatrice say something on Lance Scurv's show, and that's why I'm so passionate about the mobile social work program. Oof. I'll be like, why me? And then people get interested. And now I know why. It's a lot of black people around and Hispanics. I'm in Florida. And it's just the spirit. So I'm going to take some deep breaths. I'm going to go back in the DMV and try to look like everybody else. I don't know. Maybe I need to start wearing my wigs and disguising myself again like a worldly woman. Desiree laughing.
I thought you were going to get in.
Oh yeah. She said, "You see how frozen I am?" She's like, "I thought you was gonna get in. I'm getting in." Yeah, real talk, man. The girl rolled off in the van. I came out, and then I tried to like get in the street, like maybe she might accidentally, stop because she don't want to round me up. She went around me, but she was real intense on the phone. Why does that happen? Just like in the projects. Remember the 9-year-old girl? Did Deja tell you about the 9-year-old girl in the projects?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That happened to me. Even in Dallas when I went to the studio, the I don't want to say her name because she gonna get maybe the rapper sister that told me about the abuse that her boyfriend did that she kept secret, and like people was coming out. It's like the demon come out around me, and I'll be frustrated because my body changes, and then I have to walk away. Then it looked like everybody's staring at me. So
wait, so what did she say?
The chick was on the phone, and I was sitting by. This not funny. Imagine if this was happening to you.
No, I'm the way you are explaining it, the way how you said it. Don't please.
No, yeah.
The way you said this chick was on the phone.
Okay, the girl looked like she's like looked like about in her early 20s, under 25. She's on the phone and like she sees somebody and she's called. She's like, "Guess who I just saw?" And then somebody else was on the phone and she's like, "You know who?" And then she's like, "Did you tell your mom?" And then she's like, "Are you scared?" And then she's like, "Can you go over here or can you go over there?" Trying to help the girl get an escape. And then she went to the she didn't even get seen by the DMV. She went to the desk and was trying to reschedule or come back or something. Like the girl was in trouble, and I was trying not to hear it. I didn't want to hear that shit. But once I picked up on her, it was hard for me to like act like I didn't know. So I came outside because I'm like, this is too much.
Wait. So the girl so the girl was saying she wasn't talking about you. She
wasn't talking about me. She was on the phone with another girl. I was sitting right next to her. Uh-huh. She was trying to whisper, but I can hear, even I can hear. And she was like, "Guess who I just saw?" And they discussed the person. And then she was like, "Are you scared?" And then she was like, "Did you tell your mom?" And it just went on from there. But the key words caught my attention. Because once I caught my attention, I was trying not to listen. I was like, man, I hope this don't escalate. But the way she was moving and acting, and then...
Did you see the guy's face?
No, I didn't look at the guy's face, but I was trying to catch her license plate. I was trying to get her attention to see if she needed some divine intervention. But by the time she was driving, she was all intense on the phone, and she just went around me. If somebody walked, and I was like, kind of standing in the middle. Mm-hmm. She just kind of went around me, but she was on the phone like here I come. It was a young girl. She could have even been in her teens, but it sounded like she was rescuing another female from a bad situation, either domestic or some kind of molesting abuse. Same like in the projects. And Mama and Jazayna was telling me to mind my own business. I'm like, why do I gotta be the one that hear that stuff? I'm skipping around the words, but remind you, I didn't want to hear it. Imagine hearing somebody on the phone, they start talking about they beat up at, and I pick up on words from working at the Women's Center, Army Substance Abuse and all in rehab. So emergency words.
Am I too far up when you was coming?
No, you was perfect. Emergency words are very, a word that might trigger you. Like say if somebody say, punk ass pussy bitch, or any name bad that somebody called you, if it ring your ear, mm-hmm. It's the same thing with me as far as keywords and people in trouble from working at the Women's Center. Because we used to do reenactments. Like, I had to go to the underworld. And then when I almost got trafficked in Atlanta from that man. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. This shit is real. And then it was frustrating because when it happened to people, especially black people, it's like nobody can do shit about it, or nobody give a fuck, or really can't do shit. Especially women. Like with men, they blow up. You can tell what's going on because they be like, "Oh shit, motherfucker." Like in Atlanta, this light-skinned man, I don't know what the store man tried to take his change or something. This light-skinned man with dreads just motherfucker, don't play with me. Like, he just went in. But women, when they get like that, they just go in keeping secrets. Oh, I may not. Da-da-da-da-da. But then you got the gangster women they call masculine. Everybody need a friend like that know what time it is, that's just ready to
Yeah.
stop it. Like my grandma, she'll shut down a trap house, a whore house. If you taking her shrines or her stuff for her spiritual shit, she will destroy you. I seen her shut down a trap house with hella crackheads, gang members, and prostitutes and shit when my uncle was trying to steal. Whew. And this is why I don't like to go out as much and just be around crowds like that, because crowds is the matrix. Like, and then I'm too sensitive. I pick up on everything. So now you see why my tent and my sacred spots and my little boxes and shit is important, because that type of shit happened to me. So imagine have to keep going over this emergency feeling. And when I used to work at ASAP, Army Substance Abuse, I had to read the police blotters. They would send it to me because I was an admin. So I would be reading these things, and it'd be all type of shit going on, because it's alcohol and drug related incidents. Anything from fighting to rape to violations to people coming to you. Like, there was some real intense stories. And then I would see the people come in because I had to contact their leadership to make them an appointment. And then so I would feel the emotions where they would get mad, like, what? That motherfucker did what? Like. And then they'd be trying to hide and sneak so that the other people wouldn't know. And I had to see everything. And that would cause other people to be looking at me weird and shit. I have niggas at the PX looking at me all funny because they knew I knew.
Oh, Sefras.
I'm like, why me? I can't take it no more.
My hands are so dry.
You think I'm bullshitting? I mean, do you think I'm lying? That's why I be catching, like, recordings and shit, because I'm like, motherfucker, I started recording, like, hold on. People ain't about to say I'm lying about this shit, but I didn't want to be bold enough and start recording her, because I don't want to fight the bitch. You never know.
Yeah.
Because young people be tripping. When I was in Kansas? I was somewhere, and this college student girl, like, there was something going on, and I was buying a car or something, and she was like, did you record me? Or did you take a picture of me? I'm like, no, bitch, I took a picture of this over here, and if I was, you should be lucky that I did that. And I said that only because I felt like she was disrespecting me as an elder. Like, she was like thinking, I don't know, she had me mistaken. They gonna text me when it's 7 minutes away, but this is not.
They said an hour?
It was an hour ago. I mean, when they first checked me in, it was an hour. So if you've been gone for an hour, that means it's coming up soon.
I haven't been gone for an hour.
Whatever the fucking time is.
We got here at what, 9?
Well, they gonna text me. It was 57 minutes to estimate, and they gonna text me when the time is over with.
Oh, you got a while then. Yeah, when that's what I'm saying. So after this, you said you gotta go to where's the bank?
Let me look up the address.
Yeah, we can go to the bank right now while you're waiting.
All right.
That way.